eyes, my ex-husband's life was a complete and utter failure. The reason for our divorce was simple. He was 30 years old and still playing games. He didn't have a respectable job. All of his time was consumed by an online game called Chronicles of the Deep. I worked hard, climbing the ladder at my law firm, all for us to have a real future. He, meanwhile, was busy in his virtual world, playing a paladin named Solitude's Light. The final straw was our wedding anniversary. I had booked the best restaurant in town. After dozens of missed calls, he sent me a single text. Guilty emergency. Can't leave. Guilt. At the time, that word sounded like the most ridiculous, most irresponsible excuse in the world. I sat alone in that restaurant till closings and we never saw each other again for the next 5 years. I became one of the youngest partners at my firm and built the life I wanted. As for him, I occasionally heard from friends that he was the same as ever, a ghost living on the internet. I received the news of his death during a celebration. He died alone in his tiny rented apartment, the game's login screen still glowing in front of him. I felt no grief, only a long-held awareness and a numb sense of I knew it. As his ex-wife, I handled his final as simple as a beep until, near the end, a strange group of people arrived. They were of all ages and seemed to have traveled from all over the country. Yet they knew each other well. The young man leading them walked up to me and bowed deeply. "Must be Solitude Light's wife, right?" he said. "We came to see our guild master off on his final journey." I was stunned. The young man continued, his voice choked with emotion. "Ma'am, you might not know what Solitude's Light. What your husband mean to us. Our guild has members with disabilities, people battling depression, people who were at rock bottom in their lives. It was him who pulled every single one of us out of the mud and gave us a home. 5 years ago, a young girl in our guild couldn't afford the treatment. It was him. He sold his most valuable in-game item, the only legendary shield on the entire server, for $30,000 and donated it to her anonymously. The night he sold that shield was your wedding anniversary. He didn't want us to worry, so he just told everyone there was a guild emergency. He organized all of us to stay with that girl, watching a virtual sunrise in the game all night long. My mind went completely blank. I could barely breathe. I asked with a trembling voice, Then, why didn't he just get new weapon, Logi Bait?" Because from that day on, the character Solitude's Light never equipped a weapon or a shield again. He said his paladin had laid down his arms. After that, he was just a guide, a healer, a guardian. Who is he?